here, please? Let me just give the mic to her, Pastor Tony. I'm not going to give you this mic while you get in the water because you'll never have to get another permanent again. Let's just put our towel right up here. Why don't you step in the water? I plugged it in last night, but I didn't realize it had a switch on it to turn it on.
It's cold.
Is it a little on the cold side?
It's cold.
Is it cold?
I'll be okay.
Why don't you talk into this mic, please? You've got a testimony of what Jesus has done for you. How long have you been coming here?
I think I've been coming here maybe 3 months, I believe, something like that. And I've been coming here religiously for 3 months. I don't think I've missed a Sunday. If I have, it's because I've been out of town. Couldn't help it. I don't know how many of y'all know this, but my husband of almost 31 years passed away a year ago, October 23rd. So it's been very difficult for me to go through this past year. And earlier this year, I had some vulnerable times, and I made some mistakes. And one big mistake that I made actually brought me here to Trinity. And I feel like God brought the mistake into my life in order to bring me here, because before I came here, I was going to church every Sunday after my husband passed, but I was just going to church, and then I was leaving, and I was done, and I just was done till the next Sunday, and I would go. But once I started coming here, I realized that this was the church for me, that I love the congregation, especially the ones that I've come to know. And Pastor Carl, I don't know what I would do without you right now. I feel like half the time when you give a sermon, you're actually talking to me directly. So I'm sorry if I'm putting too much weight on you here lately. But after I came here, I decided that I definitely wanted to be baptized, and this is where I wanted to be baptized, and I was ready to give my life to Jesus. And my spirituality has changed considerably since I've been coming here. It's unbelievable how much it's changed. So,
looking forward to this time?
Yes. When he says this time, I was baptized when I was 16. I was following my boyfriend to church, and, it just seemed to be like the thing to do. So I think this time it's really going to take.
Her children are not with her today. They live in other states. But I'll tell you what, I wanted to give you a heart. She asked me during the baptismal class, she said, Pastor, would you care if I wear something over my hair so it doesn't mess my hair up?
No, I want to wear a vintage swim cap with the big flowers on it. But I thought it might be a little bit, yeah. But just saying that, I want you to know that both my daughters, Jessica and Molly, are watching right now live. Jessica's in Georgia, and Molly is in Key West celebrating with friends for her 5th wedding anniversary. So that's why they're not here, but they have been watching. So they're watching right now. So hi, Jessica and Molly. Mwah.
Pastor Tony, if you'll grab that mic, and when she gets out, just help her out a lot. If you'll step up here and just get in a position, please, that we talked about. I'm sorry that it's cold. I'm sorry that...
You're not. No, you're not. No, you're not. You did this on purpose. It's cold.
Don't listen to her, Nina. Okay, go ahead and put your hand over your nose. I'll tell you what. If they're mean, I have to hold them under the water that much longer. So I'm going to have to hold this one for a long, long time. Jan, upon your profession of faith in the Lord Jesus Christ, as a minister of the gospel, I now baptize you in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. He's going to help you. He's going to help you. He's going to help you. Amen. You did good. Nina, would you come up? These ladies, I have butchered their names. I figured today might not be a day I want to butcher their names. Let me help you in the water. Okay, let me help you in the water.
Okay. Oh, it gets cold.
You've been raised here all your life, haven't you?
Feel like I'm on the farm in a trough.
Well, you are in a trough.
Okay.
Why don't you get in a sitting position, because this will break your knees.
Do I have?
I'm going to put you down this way, okay?
Are you?
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
Okay, like this. Nina, as a minister of the gospel and upon your profession of faith, I now baptize you in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
Oh, you did that on purpose. You told me he's gonna hold it up for a long time.
Amen. These ladies with their wet hair, we're going to have some photo shots. Have we got a couple more that's going to be baptized? I'm going to ask Pastor Jason to come at this time, please. Pastor Jason and Samantha are our children's pastors. And I'm going to ask those that are being baptized to please come at this time, the other two. Jason, the rest of it's up to you, buddy. If you'll take Pastor Tony's mic.
So this young lady we have here this morning is named Rachel. Do you have something you'd like to share with us this morning, a testimony maybe? No. Nothing? I know this family is so very important to us here at Trinity. We love each and every one of them. And I know Pastor Tony, he sees Rachel grow all the time in youth services. So we're going to have her father, Tony, baptize her this morning. It's a very special honor to be able to baptize a child. So Rachel, if you would. Rachel, because of your confession and because of your belief in Jesus Christ, this morning we baptize you in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
Amen. 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 Is the other one?
Connie, if you'll come up this morning. Here, come over here. Oh, you can set your towel down right there. It's going to be cold. Connie was worried it was going to be cold this morning. It's a little cold. You sit in the middle here. So Connie, we've talked to Connie, me and my wife, before she came up this morning, and she doesn't have anything she want to say, but I will say that it has been an absolute pleasure to have Connie in Children's Church with us each Sunday and to see her grow on Wednesday nights and every Sunday. She's one of our older ones that we have, and she was able to go to camp this past year, and they had an amazing experience with Christ this summer, and we just continue to see her grow, and we're so very proud of her this morning, and we're so very blessed to have her and her family here this morning. So Connie, if you would, come back forward a little bit.
Would you stand with me, please? You know, thank you for being with us this morning. Baptismal service doesn't save you. It's just simply saying, hey, I've given my life to Jesus Christ. And the reason why we put people under the water is it's a type of saying the old man has died and the new man, if any man be in Christ, is a brand new creation. Bow your heads with me just so I can pray with you one more time, please. Father, I speak a blessing over this congregation. I thank you for what you're doing at Trinity Church, God. I thank you for the growth that we're seeing, for the people that are surrendering their lives to you. God, for that person that's carrying a burden this morning, I pray that they would not leave with that burden, but they would give that burden to you once and for all, because you truly do care for us. Go with us as we leave this place. In Christ's name, amen. Amen. Love one another, please, with the love of the Lord. Thank you, Miss Dana.